everyone, welcome to our Crazy Craft Scotland. It's Fiona here, and today I'm going to play with my junk journal, so I thought I would turn the camera on and let you see what I'm going to do. Today is the 5th of November, remember, so I thought I would do a little sort of bonfire Guy Fawkes spread. I'm not sure about wherever you are in the country, but I know that today people in England are going into pretty much a full lockdown again, so I really feel for you all. We're not too bad restriction wise. However, we are not allowed any bonfires or fireworks events. I would imagine there'll be plenty of people letting fireworks off in their garden, which I hate, but we won't get into that. My poor dogs just really don't like it, but there's not going to be any organised events, so I thought to make up for it I would do a spread in my journal, and it will give me a chance as well to write a little bit about what is happening this year and why it's so different, and it's always something to look back on in the future. So anyway, for anyone who doesn't know, I am very new to all of this. This is my first ever junk journal, and it's an altered book that I've done, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm making it up as I go along, but I do like to film it because, like any journey, you need to start somewhere, and having people watch your journey progress and giving you help and tips and advice on the way is the best way to learn, in my opinion. So I do like to film it, and I do love to get all your thoughts and tips in the comments below. Right, now before I get started on it, I am going to show you something that I added to my Halloween spread. If you've not seen that video, I will link it for you. But after Halloween, I thought I would add this. So I've got this chain here, and if we pull it out of this pocket, we've got a little ghostie, and that ghostie has been put on a piece of grey material. Now this material and this chain was actually from Brooke's Halloween costume this year, so I thought it would be a lovely way to remember that. The ghost here and here, in fact this whole area here, is from the ghost crumpets that we got in Asda. You can't actually see the Asda bit because I've glued the material to it, and I thought Brooke had those crumpets for her breakfast on the Friday before Halloween when they got to dress up at school. So I thought it would be quite nice to use this packaging as a reminder of that, and just stick some of her Halloween costume to it and put it in the pocket. Now the way that I've done it, it actually looks like the ghost is coming through the material. I quite like that. And on the back I have basically just written a little bit about Halloween and what the significance of all this material is. So yeah, I quite enjoyed adding that in. It's just a nice way to remember these things, isn't it? And I also used this journaling tag that I showed you earlier, just to do a bit of journaling on the back to remind me of what we actually did on the day. So yep, that's my Halloween spread complete, I think. So what am I going to do for fireworks Guy Fawkes spread? I'm not sure, to be honest. I've not got a lot of resources. You know what I'm like, I try to use as much junk and what I've got lying about as I can, because I'm so new to paper crafting, mixed media in general, that I've not got an awful lot. So I've not got any black paper or card, but I thought this might be quite nice to use because it's a sort of grey, dark blue, like the night sky, and I thought it's actually a Christmas card. But if I take the top off there, and you'll be able to see the stars, and I thought I could maybe do something with the rest of this in terms of like fireworks, or maybe add a pocket or something like that. Now the free magazine that I used a lot in my Halloween spread came again this month, and it had a couple of bits about fireworks, not an awful lot compared to the amount of Halloween stuff, but I thought I would use it anyway. So I've got this picture which I think is really cool, and it's got fuses lit for fireworks fun, and if I read this there might be some bits of writing that I can use in it as well. And also in that magazine, there was a fun facts thing, a bit like there was quite a few in the October one for Halloween. So this is about Guy Fawkes, basically. So I thought I could turn this into a journaling tag like I did with the ones from Halloween. I've got some paper left over, lined paper from the Halloween one that I can use for the back of the journaling tag. And this is actually from a cake box or something, I think. Looking at it, I'm pretty sure it was a cake. I can't remember. But I thought if we ignore the pattern down the bottom, this here does look a bit like fire. So I thought I could maybe do something like that. I don't know exactly what. But that is basically all I've got resource-wise. Other than that, I've got my colouring pens like alcohol markers, I've got glitter gel pens, and I did actually treat myself to some watercolours. Hold on, I'll get them. So I've seen watercolours being used quite a lot but never had any, and I saw a really good deal on Amazon, so decided to treat myself. And this is what I ended up getting. I can't remember the price, I will put it on the screen for you. And it's basically like a travel watercolour. So you've got your brush here, and you've got a little sort of spongy thing here, and then your watercolours actually come out the sides like that, which I think is really cool. And it's perfect for what I need because I'm not going to use them an awful lot. I don't think. I've never been very good at art, and it did actually come with 3 spare watercolour brush pen things as well. So I might actually give it a go. Like I say, I've never used watercolours before. It might be an absolute disaster. Now, I thought that I would maybe just use the page right after my Halloween spread because, let's face it, it's just a week, less than a week after Halloween bonfire night. So I thought it might be quite nice to do it here. Now, I don't want to put anything too heavy on this page because it's already got all of this on the other side. Now this is 2 pages glued together, 2 of the original book pages glued together. So what I might do is I might actually just do some sort of picture on here, and then on this page I might use this to colour the writing and things, and I might use this as a pocket, and then use this to make a tag. What do we think? That might be an idea. And then I could do something with this. I could actually put that on this page. I think I'm going to start with this page first because I do like the idea of using this paper as a background and having this as a little pocket for putting a journaling tag in. So I'm not going to show you all the boring bits. I'm going to do it and then come back to you once it's right. So when I cut the top off here, I quite like that, just looks like twinkling stars in the night sky. The card wasn't going to be long enough to cover all the page, so that's fine. What I did was I took this bit off because it is very pretty. I can use that in a Christmas spread, and I am going to use this as a pocket, and that will cover up any bit of the book page that is still showing from that. And I think that's going to be quite pretty. I'll have a tag in here, and then I'll have something coming up here. Don't know if I'm going to do like tissue paper or try watercolours or maybe even wool. Just use, oh, and I've got some little diamond painting gels as well. So I'll just do some sort of fireworks background up here to fill this bit of the page and use this as a pocket. So it's coming together in my mind, which is always a good thing. I don't know whether I'm going to do this as a corner pocket or just a full pocket. I'm not sure yet. Probably just a corner pocket because all I've got to put in it at the moment is going to be this fun fact card. So yeah, I might just make it a corner pocket, but we'll see. So I've stuck my blue card down, but then I realised that I wouldn't be able to make a corner pocket because if it was going on the diagonal, you would see some of the book page. So I've decided to make the pocket the width of the page, and that way it doesn't matter. And I do like the contrast between the orange and the blue, like the fire going up into the sky. And I like the ripped effect of this, so I'm not going to cut that straight, but I don't like the whiteness of it, so I'm just going to take some ink, some orange and red ink, and just ink over that bit just so that it blends in a little bit better. And as you can see, I haven't invested in proper ink daubers because I've just not had the budget. So these are actually makeup brushes out the pound shop. I think I got a set of 3 brushes for £1. So that's what I used for inking. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And what I'm also going to do is, when I'm sticking my pocket down, rather than sticking it flat, like with just glue or tape, I'm going to use the foam sticky stuff that you use for like decoupage and things, just to raise it a bit so it's easier to get the tags and things in and out, because I have noticed it's quite a struggle getting things in and out of there. So I thought if I raise it up ever so slightly, it'll be much easier to get tags and things in and out. And I will need to add some other bits and pieces of ephemera as time goes on to this pocket because it's so big, but I'm liking the way that it's coming on so far. Right, so I've stuck it down now and I have raised it up slightly so it's easier to get things in and out of there. And then I decided to take I've got a little child's star stamp. It's the only stamp, like cut out type stamp that I've got, and I thought if I use a star one just to kind of show people that it is a pocket and that things can go in there, and then I can use the little stars that are cut out in the sky. So yeah, I decided to do that as well. So now for the difficult stuff. What am I going to do? How am I going to decorate this? Would watercolours work on this? It's quite sort of shiny card. I'm not sure. I don't even know if alcohol markers would show up on it. I'm going to give it a try and see, I think. Wish me luck. Before I actually start colouring anything on this card, now that it's in the journal, I thought I would just use a spare bit just to sort of practice, to see what it's going to look like. Now that's some watercolours there that I've just tried out, and it was a lot brighter obviously before it started drying. It's almost dry now, so I think I'm going to wait till that dries and then try some other bits and pieces with it and see what it looks like. But in the meantime, while that's drying, I'm going to make my little tag, cut this out and then stick it to the spare bit of card here, because it will make it bigger and it will give more contrast against the blue, and it will look like the fire sort of coming up. I might actually try to shape it so that it looks like the fire coming up into a peak. Yeah, I might do that. Right, so there's my tag in. It's turned out not too bad. It does look a little bit like fire. It could maybe have been doing with being a bit wider, but as you can tell, I am no artist. Definitely no artist, but when I take it out, I think it looks like a pineapple, especially when you look at this side. My pineapple fire. But on the back, I've basically just stuck some lined paper to do some journaling and just inked around it all in different shades of orange. And on the front, I've stuck the fun fact about Guy Fawkes and just inked a wee bit over that as well. So that is going to be my tag that sits in there. And now I can't procrastinate anymore. I need to do something with this. So this has dried not too bad. Has it dried? Has it? Yeah, it's not too bad. So I'm going to try some more things on here and see if I like the look of it. To be honest, I don't think it needs to be that bright. I think because the fire down here is quite bright, subtle might be better, and I'm going to add some of the gems. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm going to have a wee play about and then I'll show you what I decide. I think I do quite like the watercolours. I might do a few of those just all over the top of it in different colours. And then I remembered that I've got this Dovecraft, I've got the green glitter glue, and I've got a 3D Pearl Effect gold, and I might just splodge some of that randomly about the top as well. And then if I feel that it needs it, I can add some of the drills from my diamond painting and yeah, just decorate it up. I don't want it to be too in your face, but I want it to look like fireworks in the sky. So let's give it a go. Right, so that is what I've decided to do. I just took my watercolours and did some general firework shapes up there, and I've dotted some of the green and gold glue over the top just randomly, and then on the pocket I just stuck down the word fireworks from there. I just cut it out, stuck it down. I've done some random lines round about it, and I've used a white glitter gel just to dot round the word on the black bit, just to look either like stars or fireworks sort of thing. And I think once that's dry, I might add some of the little gems to it. I'm going to wait and see once it's dry, and then I think that will be that page complete once it's got the tag in it. So I'm going to let that completely dry now, and once it's dry I'll do the finishing touches and then I will go on to that page. Right, I'm still waiting for that to dry a bit, but what I wanted to do in the meantime was fussy cut out this picture that was from that magazine, which I've done, and it's going to fit on if I turn it like that, and I quite like that because it's like he's going completely up in the sky. And I have just cut out some of the writing that says, "The smell of sulphur in the air and a cacophonous whirl of technicolor pyrotechnics in the dark winter sky can only mean one thing. It's bonfire night." So I thought that would be quite nice to put there as well. So I'm thinking, what do I put on underneath? That's all I want on that page, but I can't just keep it as a plain book page. So I don't want to do it black because it's black round about the picture and the writing. I would quite like a colour similar to this, but without actually using more card. I've not got enough anyway. So I think I might actually have a look at my alcohol markers and see if I've got a colour similar to that, and just roughly go over the page in the alcohol marker. Yeah, just to sort of take away the book page and try to make it like the night sky. And if it's a disaster, I'll find something to cover it up with. Here we go. Right, so this is what I've done. I've basically used my Ohuhu marker to go over the page. I've deliberately left it streaky so that it looks more like sort of the night sky, if you like. It's quite a similar colour to that, so I'm quite happy with that. What I'm not keen on is the fact that you can still see this writing here. So I'm thinking about putting this little blurb up here, but obviously you can still see the other writing behind it. So I'm thinking, what did I put there? I could put that there, but then is it too similar to that, and then quite a difference there? Or what I'm thinking I might do is, I've got my little unicorn with the rainbow tape, and it's nice quite bright colours, so I'm thinking I wouldn't put it across the way because it might look like a rainbow, but maybe if I put it up and down the way, it might look like fireworks shooting into the sky, and it would hide that, and you wouldn't see a lot of it because of that. But I don't want to put it down in case it doesn't look right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tape on a bit of paper and then lay it on there and then see what I think. And if I like it, I'll just glue the paper down, and if not, I'll come up with something else. Right, it's hard to see it properly just now because I've not stuck it down yet, but I think that's going to look okay if I put that there. What I might do is just sort of make it jaggy so it looks like an explosion rather than straight lines. I just need to be careful that I don't expose any of the writing underneath, but if I do, it's not the end of the world. And then I'll put that on top, and then I'll put that going up there, and then I've still got the page number down here, but I've got this word fun left over, so I might just put that there as well, and that'll blend in, and then that'll be that page done. So I'm going to go and stick it all down now, and let's see how it looks. Right, I'm happy with how this page is looking just now. No, that's not the completed page. I don't want to show you until the big reveal at the end. So this is pretty much dry. The watercolour's dry. Some of the gold's still a little bit tacky, so I'm not going to put the tag in just now, but I am just going to put a few wee embellishments on in the form of the little glittery drills from my diamond painting. I don't know if I'll put anything on there or not. I'll wait and see. So I'm just going to do that now, and then I'll come back to you with the big reveal. In fact, I might do some inking around the edge of the page as well, just in some orange or red, just to sort of take away the brightness of the book paper. Right, so it is the next day. I just left it open overnight to make sure everything was completely dry because I didn't want any of the little glue, glitter and things like that to stick to anything. So are we ready for the big reveal? I'm quite liking it. Are we ready? Are we steady? Here we go. So over here we have got the night sky background that starts light and gets darker up the top. I did put some of the black ink round about that just to give it that sort of smoky effect, and I made the tape quite jaggy so it's a bit like an explosion. And we've got Guy Fawkes riding up into the sky on his firework. Now you might be able to see I was a little bit gung-ho with the glue stick and I did rip it, but I've just pieced it together as much as I can. And then I put the word fun down in the corner just to cover that book page number. And then I inked right round about it in blue just to take away the book page colour. And yeah, I quite like how that's turned out. And then over on this page, we have got our night sky with the fireworks that I did in watercolour, and then I've got little glue dots of the glitter glue and the gold 3D effect glue, and I've got some of the gems from the drills from my diamond painting in there as well. And then we've got the journal card in the pocket. The pocket is meant to look like a bonfire with the word fireworks. We've got the facts there about Guy Fawkes. I don't think I read it. Guy Fawkes was an experienced soldier. Although he didn't fight for his country, he fought for the Spanish against the Dutch in the Netherlands. This is where he gained experience with explosives and also where he decided to call himself Guido. There you go. And on the back, I've just done a little bit of journaling just to note down the fact that there was no firework displays this year due to COVID, but people could still buy fireworks to have their own little display. Thankfully, touch wood, there wasn't any here last night that I could hear. The dogs had a nice peaceful night because when we lived in the town, it was always a nightmare around this time of year. The poor dogs were on edge constantly with the fireworks. But living out in the country, it's very rare that we hear them, and it was nice and quiet last night. So hopefully you either had peace and quiet or you had your own display, whichever suits you. Last night, I hope you had a good fireworks day regardless of what you did. So, and again, I just inked around the page. I did blue at the top for the sky, and then I did it in orange down the bottom for the bonfire. And that is my finished bonfire night junk journal spread, and I quite like it. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And now that fireworks night's over, I can officially start thinking about Christmas. Who am I kidding? I've been thinking about Christmas all year, but I can really start thinking about Christmas now. I'm so excited. That is where I'm at the moment with this junk journal. I hope you've enjoyed that spread and just finding out a little bit about my thought process. I don't know whether it's right or wrong. I don't think there is a right or wrong to these things. I think it's just entirely up to yourself what you want to do. And yeah, that is it. Right, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for watching this. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to give me any hints and tips and advice in the comments below. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you think I could have done better, because I love to learn that way. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks everyone. Bye.